Alright, let's get weird.
Kelly, do you realize we've been going steady for 68 days, 14 hours and 37 minutes?
38 minutes, Zach. But then again, who's counting?
Has it been that long since the last episode? Oh, that's right. The last episode was supposed to air at the beginning of the season. Thanks, janky production order. Things have been going very well for Slater and Jesse, and Kelly wonders why they don't make their relationship official.
Slater and I feel that being stuck in a monogamous relationship is restrictive and possessive.
Yeah, what she said.
Kelly, somehow already over Melvin Nerdly, doesn't agree.
I like a touch of a familiar hand, the secure feeling of being with someone I know and trust, and those beautiful hazel eyes.
First off, Zach's eyes are not hazel. They are distinctly brown. Second, Kelly slightly beefs her line here.
The secure feeling of being with someone I know and trust, being with someone.
And, in an odd series-defying plot twist, Zach goes to pay his effing check, which clearly gets Jesse and Slater all randy. But if this episode is called Breaking Up is Hard to Undo, these two don't seem to be on track to break up in the first place. Kelly, however, has ample fuel for that fire.
Hey, Saturday's our 10-week anniversary. Let's do something special.
Oh, I'd love to, but Todd Winfield's visiting.
Todd Winfield is Kelly's old boyfriend, and she's having dinner with him as a friend that Saturday. Dream girl Kelly is trash. And I'm afraid that whatever Zack and Kelly have is contagious, as Jesse and Slater fight over seeing a ballet or the then LA Raiders. How was Screech applying ketchup that entire time, yet there's no ketchup on his fries?
Kelly, can we talk?
Remember how I did that thing where I walked away from an uncomfortable situation? Yeah, that's annoying. Irrelevant. I don't want you seeing your old boyfriend. How dare you? Or else. I choose or else.
Ooh, first Jesse, now Kelly. My phone's gonna be busy tonight.
So here's one of those weird things. We know Jesse became president of the student council in the 9th grade. And that she acts as such in the 10th grade year. Here, she is in an episode produced for the 11th grade, still acting as council president, with this strange tenure. Why is Manny Carrillo even trying at this point? And just what is the student council meeting about? Well, Jesse and the girls revoke funding for uniforms. That's it, uniforms. And the guys are mad. They need those nondescript uniforms. But it looks like that money will now go to a new dance department. And when guys and gals squabble, Mr. Belding breaks out the gavel.
Look, I broke my gavel.
Oh crap, things are getting serious. The kids explain their stupid teenage relationship problems, and Mr. Belding gets a call from his wife. That's pretty effing convenient, but his display of matrimonial compromise goes south real fast.
Becky, don't do this. It's my house, too. You can't lock me up. Becky?
With Mr. Belding on the outs, he goes bros before... I'm not calling them that. Mr. B sides with the dudes. Here comes some more weird. When is the last time we saw the Max this empty? And why is Mr. Belding alone with Screech? Did they meet up for this? Did Mr. Belding trap Screech there with his misery stories? Because Screech is certainly acting like he's trapped.
You know what? I wish I had someplace to go.
Not as much as I do.
This whole scene setup is just weird. Keep going with the weird? Okay, Mr. Belding follows Screech into Zach's room, where the boys have been pining after their ladies.
Let's bond.
We were sort of hoping to bond with Kelly and Jesse, sir.
Oh, you mean this Kelly and Jesse?
Men don't need women. Women need men. It's in their genes.
Yeah, well, we really miss the way they look in those jeans.
Oh, you mean these jeans?
We can tough out this crisis in here if necessary.
Getting weird enough yet? The answer is yes. This scene here is the Lisa is awesome part, where she is just simply awesome.
See that girl over there? Gorgeous, great personality. How would you feel if she and Zack were just friends, having dinner together?
I'd kill him.
She's able to convince Jesse and Kelly to swallow their pride and make up with the boys.
They're the ones who should swallow their pride.
Yeah, and you should swallow your tongue, girl. Your big mouth has gotten you into enough trouble.
Meanwhile, the guys are broing out with Mr. Belding.
Let's do our man share. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Weak. I've heard better burps from. Lisa unwittingly walks in on the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Zack, I've got... Mr. Belding, what are you doing here?
Yeah, we're all kind of wondering at that. The boys are excited to hear that the ladies would like to patch things up, but then Belding warns against it.
Slater, you give in to Jesse now, and you're gonna be wearing a tutu for the rest of your life.
What the F does that mean? Has Becky Belding busted Belding's balls so badly that he doesn't think twice about convincing a student that his girlfriend wants to emasculate him so much as to wear a tutu for life? Do we really think Jesse would want Slater wearing a tutu to the prom? Climbing a rope? Dancing in the max? Okay, that one kind of makes sense. In the end, Zack and Slater reject their girls.
Are you sure?
Sure, we're sure.
Yeah,
We're guys!
Despite his commitment to being a single guy, Zack can't keep his mind off Kelly. Or can you freaking blame him? And I love how we go from a scene of this to a scene of this. Zack and Slater relate that they are seeing their ladies' faces everywhere.
I even kissed the dog thinking it was her.
That's not the first time someone's kissed a dog thinking it was Jesse.
What a woman.
Wait just a dang minute.
Wear this shirt, Zack. I love the way it looks on you.
Man, if any version of a Kelly Kapowski, dreamed, real or otherwise, told me to wear a certain shirt, I'd effing wear that certain shirt. And if you look in the poster here, we've got another covert boom mic. Back to the guys. Zack tells Slater about Kelly's negative voicemail message. Then Slater mimics Jesse's.
If this is Slater, take a flying leap into a toxic dump.
What the heck was that impression?
If this is Slater, take a flying leap into a toxic dump.
Sounds less like Jesse and more like Kyle Mooney impersonating Miley Cyrus.
Do they want some of my money? Can you email me their routing information?
Do you want to keep it weird? Mr. Belding is living at the school, and he offers to pay for that night's entertainment.
Time out. My life is a nightmare. Now we've got to get out of bowling, get rid of Belding, and get our babes back.
Hey, I used alliteration with bees just a minute ago. Has Becky Belding busted Belding's balls so badly? Am I a hack because I subconsciously integrated this device? Now, Zack, of course, has a plan. And while time is frozen, I'd like to pause and address something. I don't normally like to do a play-by-play of these episodes, but this one has so much weird stuff going on that I have to provide context. So, in order to break things up, here's a new feature called Spot That Party of Five Heartthrob Scott Wolf. There he is. So how does this all end? Well, Zack used his new OKI CDL 700 mobile phone to order 12 roses for Mrs. Becky Belding and another dozen for Mr. Richard Belding. But get this, Zack lets them believe that the roses came from the other person.
My wife sent them. She's caved in, boys. She is begging me to come home.
But what happens when you get home and you both find out that the flowers aren't from each other? And won't Mr. Belding's mother-in-law still be in the house? The guys question his commitment to their no-women lifestyle.
Well, she needs me. I'm her little whoopee-whoopee.
I'd like to never hear that again. Let's let Mr. B get home to whatever comical misunderstandings await him. And with Mr. Belding out of the picture, the boys are free to get their ladies back.
At least we have each other.
Oh, Preppy, don't you leave me too.
Or maybe Slater's finally broken Zack down. And I'm curious as to what these Beldings Boys shirts are all about. Zack and Slater are already wearing theirs, so did Mr. Belding make these? But it seems like Mr. Belding is holding one, like it was just given to him. So did Zack and Slater make them as part of some weird Stockholm Syndrome symptom? What's up with these shirts? Kelly and Jesse each receive an invitation to the Max. Oh, look, front row seats.
Good evening, ladies, and welcome to the What I Should Have Said Theater.
What I Should Have Said Theater is fun. Lisa acts as Jesse.
What a chauvinistic fool I am. I'm so lucky to have you point that out to me every day.
I am kind of an a-hole to him. To show off that he's not just some meathead, Slater exhibits exactly why he may be down to clown at the ballet with Jesse. No, I've said it before, and I will say it again.
This better not awaken anything in me.
It's Zack's turn, and oh my nightmares! I know we've seen Screech dressed as a female in previous episodes, but this one is offensive. That's right, I am offended! Screech as Kelly? It's just not right. Bizarro Kelly asks Zack about the Todd Winfield dinner.
Don't you mind, Zack?
Why should I mind? I trust you completely.
This little vignette is interesting for a couple of reasons. First, Screech nails the impression of Kelly with this little gem.
Well, Zack, you're so understanding. I think I'm gonna cry.
And I want you to know that I am very proud of you.
I think I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry I ruined your night.
It would be ruined if I went with someone else.
I think I'm gonna cry. The corsage! It's beautiful. I think I'm gonna cry.
Screech also shows off an instance of pandering to the audience. Notice here that the audience laughs at the first hair flip.
Oh, you mean Todd Winfield?
Repeating it for the laugh, however, does not work.
Oh, you mean Todd Winfield? Oh, isn't it wonderful you're still friends with him?
Lastly, and I may be the only one who cares about this fact, but the ripped up Raiders tickets are in different places on the table, going from Slater's to Zack's episodes. Hey, the play's worked, and our couples are back together. Screech begins to cry, but these aren't happy tears.
I have to go to the bathroom, and I don't know which door to go into.
That's never stopped you before! Oh, I have another quip.
I have to go to the bathroom, and I don't know which door to go into.
Welcome to Florida, Screech! Yay!
Well, she needs me. I'm her little whoopee.